to cheer on a whole pack of Badgers since early in the morning. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Heaves it deep. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end and just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he doesn't care on the opening drive getting a huge interception.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Badgers will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Buckeyes are on the move. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Yeah, nice job, Buck.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Power football with the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Jet sweep to the receiver. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes the easy completion. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Gives it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Thurman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And here comes the punt team. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it down the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. To the air, it's Edwards. Using the quick game. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. But jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Shotgun snap on third down. hauls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
They're working that left side, and he's wrestled to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground here, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Badgers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee, so don't rule anything out here today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Shows him the stiff arm. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Badgers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anthony. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Mason. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Bring in the heat. Bounced off his feet. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the field goal unit is on the field. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Madison, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is where you make the money on the drive. The ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Edwards. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That is exactly what this defense needed. Man, they needed to start fast. Obviously in a deficit, coming out of the half with energy to get a sack early in the drive, man. Nice response by this defense.
The Badgers will call on their punt team. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go up top on second and short. They'll run the screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Option look, it's Sayin. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Lost a throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Donaldson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Pucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Sayin. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice job getting to the QB there. The best Wisconsin defenses always seem to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But we think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Slams ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to surge it in. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will give them the lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The running back has it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Donaldson. Turning it on. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Under fire. Get it out on the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Sayin. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. On third and short, the power run here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Snags it quickly on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Mason. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here on third down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious. Time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the Badgers will punt this one away.
On to kick it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in, it's Graham. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on 2nd down. He makes the catch. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Badgers have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The give to the fullback. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.